Hi everybody. Hold on, I gotta set this in here. Pause. Here we go. Are we there? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh my God, I'm so undecided today. I've got so much going on. Can't figure out what the hell I'm doing. So I have this like cute little ring, but I didn't want to wear it because I wasn't sure if it would cause seizures. But I just wanted to put that out there before I put it on. I don't know, it's blinding me. Blinded me. She's blinded me with science. I got so much going on. Hi, Jamie! Welcome to Sheri Sip and Think. We're so undecided tonight. Just gotta get my sage going. Oh my goodness, what part of it am I gonna light? Just so undecided. Ugh. Got a little bit of my Three's Company ponytails going on. So I couldn't decide. I decided to go with, like, you know, I have one has my pink versatile head wrap on this side and my red versatile head wrap on this side, and I've got one going to the back and one going to the front. Just so undecided. Couldn't figure out if I was going to do pink or red. But I have my red hearts on and I have my wealthy red lipstick on from Authentic Beauty. So that goes with pink. Let me get my candle on too. Oh my God. You have no idea. I literally just walked through the door like 10 minutes ago. No, I walked through the door about, I don't know, what, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Wanted to put on some music, but then I was like, oh, I don't know if I should. I have my Sip and Think mug, and I have my Heart Envision Dream. Hi, Ashley! I'm so excited you could join. I need so much help. I am just so undecided right now. Welcome to Sheri Sip and Think Chat, where we try to sip and think. And it's Friday night, the weekend before Valentine's Day. So I'm drinking some tea, but when I'm done with this, I was thinking, I got my Elevate Bar and Cycle wine glass because it's Friday night and Valentine's Day weekend. So I was kind of like, oh my God, I'm so undecided as to which one I want to do. Do I want to drink? Do I want to have some tea? Looking good. I'm a Three's Company girl with my pigtails. I got some Chardonnay that I can put in my wine glass, or I got some Loyals. What is this one? Lemonade and iced tea. Both. I'm wondering if I could drink all of it throughout our thing tonight. So I actually posted on Facebook and let everyone know I was going live. They had like 2 minutes to see it. So, guys, we're so undecided. I just don't even know what to talk about. If this gives you seizures, please let me know. I'll take it off. You think I should go for the Loyals? Well, first, let me get in my tea. Because my tea is like, it's my apple cider vinegar and my ginger root. And I like to get that in for the day. And I tend to do that at night. But I figure before I put the toxins into my body, I'll put the good stuff into my body. That way I can flush it out faster. TMI. So, Ash, I have been waiting all day. You have a topic? Notice I'm drinking this really fast because I can't wait to get to the other stuff. Ashley has a topic. She just didn't want to tell me what her topic was. She wanted to surprise me. So I'm still guessing. I'm still guessing because I'm so undecided about what to talk about today. I can't even get my hair straight. It's a touchy subject? Ooh. Well, I did come up with some information. I could talk about my subjects first, and then we can go into your subjects if you'd like, especially if it's a touchy subject. Touchy in the sense that you have to touch somebody or touch yourself. That kind of touchy? Or is it a controversial topic? Does it revolve around Valentine's Day? Jamie, we need to guess what is her topic. She's not typing fast enough. By wealthy. Wealthy. Do you feel wealthy? Do you feel wealthy? Or do you feel rich? I wanna be rich. Me go first? Me go first? Ooh, okay. So, we're undecided. All right, so I will go first, and then we'll go into the touchy subject. When I think about you, I touch myself. I don't care what anybody else. Oh no, oh no. Your comments are slow, that's okay. Sometimes I move slow, sometimes I move quick. It's really, sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick. All right, so Valentine's Day is this weekend. Totally forgot about it because I wasn't focused on it. Do you guys look at Valentine's Day as a holiday? And if so, does that mean you're supposed to celebrate it? That's my question. We need a holiday. I need a holiday. Still waiting. Tick, 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 tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. It's like a half day. Do you expect dinner by candlelight? Half off chocolate on the 15th. Ooh, I like the way you think, Ash. That's right. I was hoping tonight that I'd have a bunch of chocolate all wrapped around me, but that's not going to happen. Do you expect dinner by candlelight? We already know Ashley gets her chocolate the day after Valentine's Day because it's on sale. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, we'll all get our chocolate on Monday. You get 2 bags for $5. You think just something special spending time together. Me? I told you I forgot it was Valentine's Day. You wouldn't expect dinner, but you wouldn't turn down a steak. Me? For Valentine's Day? Well, I used to make sure that I have these like little heart baskets. I have 3 of them, and I would put candy in there for my kids. And so now I don't have to put those out. And for me, Valentine's Day was always getting some nookie. Nookie. See, you're gonna have to eat either way, but I saved a lot more money by just passing on going out to dinner and just making sure I got the nookie. Put a little negligee on. Jumped in the bed, threw on the music, put the candle lights all around me. It's the best. It's the best. It's the least expensive, too. And you feel real good. But anyways, so. Valentine's Day. Do you want to know what the true meaning of Valentine's Day really is? The ancient Romans may also be responsible for the name of our modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II executed 2 men, both named Valentine, which was on February 14th. It was done on different years in the 3rd century A.D. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of St. Valentine's Day. So, in the 3rd century A.D., 2 men, both named Valentine, were executed on February 14th. That is the true meaning of Valentine's Day. You read that in trivia today? So, I had to look further, of course, because I'm like, well, then where did everyone come up with love if Valentine's Day was an execution of 2 men named Valentines? So Valentine's Day is celebrated when lovers express their affection with greetings and gifts. Because people weren't allowed to get married? Huh? At the end of the 5th century, Pope Gelasius I replaced Lupercalia with St. Valentine's Day. It came to be celebrated as a day of romance about the 14th century. They killed Valentine for marrying them. Oh, so today in trivia you learned what the true meaning of Valentine's was, and you learned that the reason they killed the men with the name Valentine on February 14th was because it was illegal to get married. And that was in the 3rd century? Gifts can be anything. Well, is Valentine's Day only for lovers? I'm still perplexed here. I'm still perplexed. We celebrate a day of love based on the execution of men who married other people because it was illegal. Jesus, I better start drinking now. Really? So why are we... Wait a minute. And this is the Catholic Church doing the execution. But nowadays, marriage is sacred. Huh. So when did that change? So they would execute people for getting married, and then somewhere down the line, you were able to get married. I'm just very confused. Love yourself first. He was a preacher. He was a preacher, just one man. Who? Who was the son of a preacher man? So, is Valentine's Day only for lovers? I don't know. Judging by this true meaning, shit. We're all going to be executed for being married. So, let's see. We consider Valentine's Day as Lover's Day, or a day only meant for those who are in love. In love. The preacher was Valentine, and he got executed because he married them. Oh, but still, it's something to really think about. What are we celebrating here? So, Valentine's Day is not only for lovers. It's anyone and everyone who wants to celebrate the beautiful day of Valentine's Day in their own ways. So that's why I asked you questions. You guys celebrate it in your own ways. I think some of the most romantic Valentine's Days I ever had nothing to do with money. Like, it really didn't. It was like the thought that count. Like, you know, laying the blanket down at the park, or sitting in the car by the beach, eating, I don't know, a 99-cent Whopper because that's all you could afford. You know? That was back in the day. I don't really eat Whoppers anymore. But it had so much meaning because obviously it's memorable and I remember it. Especially when my kid's father and I, we lived out of the car, you know. So being able to have food and shelter, you know, never mind going to spend tons of money on gifts. We spent it together and, you know, little gestures. That was a long time ago, James. That was a long time ago. That was over 20-something years ago. Mike made you Mickey Mouse pancakes in your first apartment. See? And it was memorable. It's so cute and so sweet. Your favorite one, you still remember it, and that was in your first apartment. It's the gesture. To know that somebody is thinking of you. Let's see. It is a good day to appreciate the love and care for all those whom you matter a lot. So it's showing appreciation, letting people know that you care about them and you think about them. Especially when they least expect it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh my God, I didn't know you really cared. All right, so how do you define love? Some possible definitions of love include a willingness to prioritize another's well-being or happiness above your own. Are we getting controversial now? Or did we start controversial? What is the limit when you prioritize someone else's well-being over your own to the point where you're drained completely and you have nothing left to give? Your mom always had baskets and or candy for us on the table in the morning. One of your favorite memories. That's what I used to do with my kids. Trying to remember. Yeah, yeah, Valentine's Day, I always, I made dinner. I didn't really go out to dinner. I always I'm like Ashley. I wait till after the holiday to do that kind of stuff. And then I would get a nice room or a suite at Foxwoods, and then we'd go to Caesars for dinner there. But it wasn't on Valentine's Day. You like the Valentines in elementary school with the little cards? The ones they made you exchange? I used to have to buy them for all three of my kids to sit at the table. They'd have to write them out. And then we'd have to pick out the ones, like I had to pick boy ones for my son, my boys, and girl one for my daughter. Everywhere is packed on the holiday, I know. So that's why it's kind of like, unless you made your reservation for like months ago, you weren't able to get in. So it was kind of like, we'll just kind of stay home and we'll do it the following weekend. Not as many people and it won't be as expensive. Yeah. So, some other possible definitions of love include extreme feelings of attachment, affection, and need. I don't know, man. Attachment's dangerous. Cooking at home. Nothing wrong with that. Saves you a lot of money. You can jump right in the sack quicker, too. Dramatic, sudden feelings of attraction and respect. I believe this is why this is a good topic. Everything I'm reading so far, it sounds to me like it's more lust than it is love. Yes, attachment is dangerous. They're saying possible definitions of love include dramatic, sudden feelings of attraction and respect, a fleeting emotion of care, affection, and like, extreme feelings of attachment, affection, and need, willingness to prioritize another's well-being or happiness above your own. I don't like this definition. You have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. You have to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. This is more like lust or infatuation. Who comes up with these definitions? Jeez. Yes, attachment is dangerous. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What is the definition of? It says the possible definitions of love include the willingness to prioritize others' well-beings above your own, extreme feelings of attachment, affection, and need, dramatic, sudden feelings of attraction and respect, a fleeting emotion of care, affection, and like. That's why I said it's more like lust to me. Maybe I should look further into it because emotionally I'm attached to my kids, but they're also part of my DNA and they grew inside me. So maybe there's different forms of love because there's having love for someone. I really love that person, or I'm in love with that person. But you see, it gets dangerous for me because when you get way too attached, the emotions are crazy. And with the circle of life, if one of them passes away or something happens to them, you feel it. So I think it can be dangerous. There's got to be levels or boundaries to it. It Takes Two. What's that movie that says love is the head over heels reach for the stars? I don't know that movie. What is it? Love is the head over heels reach for the stars. And then you go into It Takes Two. But see, Valentine's Day, we just already said it's not just about lovers. Like, your mom gave you candy baskets on Valentine's Day. My mom gave me candy on Valentine's Day. I believe she gave me Hershey bars with almond chocolates. And we gave our friends at school the little cards to show our gesture of, hey, you're my friend. What about the kid that you would get the card and it would be like, you try to figure out who was going to get like the most lovey-dovey card out of it was the person you had the biggest crush on. It's about spreading love through the world. Being kind. It's hard to be kind. It's hard to spread love when things aren't going right in your own world. That's why they say you need to take care of yourself and you need to love yourself first before you can love anyone else. Ash, is anything that I'm saying tonight contribute to your controversial, touchy subject? I wish I had some music going on right now. I wish I had some music. Pamper yourself? Yeah, you need to take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself, how can you take care of anybody else? I want to know what the touchy subject is. No. Oh, I'm done with my part, Ash. I want to know about the controversial subject. A tiny bit. Tiny bit. Well, let's, come on, bring it. Bring it. I'm not afraid. I'll do the best that I can. Is it that you're trying to figure out how to word it? I've been waiting all day for this topic. I'm about to break out the loyals for your ass. She's probably typing, and it's taking her forever. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I'm still waiting. Patiently waiting. Because I love you, girl. We should think of love songs. Well, just about done with my tea with the apple cider vinegar. And then I'm going to break out the loyals for my Ash over here. so that I can answer her controversial topic question the best to my ability. Down the hatches. All right. If I was 30, I've been 30. Fortunately, I've not been 30 with no children, but yet want children. I have friends that are in that situation, but are skeptical about reviewing the vaccine, but your work is also your life. You wanted me to go into that topic? Well, let's have some loyals. Okay. Wow. The way I see the vaccine is that, one, we're all given a day to die. When we are born, we are all given a day to die. I've had surgeries. I've had neck surgeries. I've had gallbladder surgery. I've had my tubes tied. So every time they open up your body, that's not human nature. You're letting toxins into your body. I have a steel plate with 6 screws in my neck. I have my tubes tied. They're not burnt, but they're tied. So I have plastic rings around my tubes inside my uterus, ovaries, whatever you want to call it. So I can't have children anymore. And when I had my gallbladder out, I have the stitches. So anytime I go through a metal detector or an x-ray machine, you can see it all, right? If I can do that and survive, then I can take a vaccine. Do I agree with taking the vaccine? No. But the reasons I took the vaccine was because, one, I love my job and I love the people that I work with and the people that I help. 2, if my children are required to take the vaccine, then I'm going to take the vaccine. Also, if they tell you that you can't travel without the vaccine, then that halters me from being able to travel. So I'm not going to have my children take something that I'm not willing to take. So even though I don't want to put that into my body, I didn't want to not do it because I knew my children would have to do it. So I hope I'm answering this the right way. It is controversial. What I've been doing to prepare to take the vaccine, because technically health is wealth, right? If we look at history, there's been all kinds of flus, all kinds of pandemics throughout history. And when we were first born, and when my children were first born, there were certain vaccines that my children had to take. Did I question it? No. It was required. In order for them to go to school, they had to have them. In order for them to go to college, they needed to have them. So, see, your body can heal itself. 1, the day you're born, you're given a day that you die. You don't know when that day is. Nobody knows. Only big man knows, right? We can't live in fear every single day. And what we can do is live with quality of life. So by putting things into our body, whether it's through surgery, through vaccines, smoking, we're hurting our own body already. So if you're a person that, and this is just my point of view, so, you know, whether you hate me, whatever, but this is just how I see it. I'm not going to argue the fact about a vaccine, because I know that when I was born, I was given a day to die. Now, I can shorten my lifespan because I smoke cigarettes. And I shouldn't smoke cigarettes. It's not good for me. It's bad for my body. I have asthma. And it's not doing me any justice. You know, that's a bad habit. It's like an addiction that I have. You love how you had every single factor of that thought out. Well said. No, I mean, I didn't have it thought out. It's just a question, and I have to really think about it realistically. So what I've been doing to prepare myself for any foreign substance going into my body is I've been drinking my teas. I'm watching what I put into my body as far as eating and drinking. What I'm not doing for my body that I should be doing is, one, not smoking, and two, not, I don't know, I need to be exercising. So I can do all these other things, like I can take my vitamins, I can build up my immune system. Our body can rejuvenate itself. Think about this. My mom was a big smoker when I was growing up. My mom stopped when I was young. And all of her cells and everything rejuvenated. Before I had my gallbladder out, I had years of so much pain in my esophagus that I couldn't eat. I was throwing up all the time. I thought I was becoming bulimic. And it was hard. Like, I couldn't eat anything. I'd pass out. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die because I can't eat anything and I can't hold it down. It comes right out of my body. And then if I try to lay down, I'm in such severe pain that it makes me throw up. And that went on for years. Until my daughter was born. 6 weeks after she was born, they had emergency surgery. And where am I getting with this? But what I had to do was I had to let my esophagus repair itself. A lot of people ask me how I did it because they try to pump pills on you to take. And I didn't want to take the pills because the pills, what they're going to do is the pills may fix something else, but it's going to hurt another part of your body. So if I was constantly having to take, I believe it was Protonics at the time, if I was supposed to take that every single day, that was going to eat away at the lining inside my stomach. So at one point, I didn't know if I had ulcers in my stomach. I'm grateful to be here every single day. You know, from the car accidents to the neck surgeries to the other surgeries to not being able to eat for months. So our bodies have a natural ability to heal. And so with taking the vaccine, I already knew that my immune system was compromised based on my asthma and based on smoking cigarettes and not exercising. I'm considered obese. I'm overweight. And so I started taking my vitamins. I would drink my teas, take my elderberry every single day to try to boost up my immune system. And then when it came down to my kids, I knew my kids were taking it. I'm not going to have my kids do something and me sit there and be like, well, I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to let my kids do it. No, as a mom, I'd rather have it first and then my kids, you know? I don't know, that's just me. That's just me. Let me have a sip of my loyals. So, think about, so to me, I kind of just looked at it and was like, well, I want to travel. And if I take the vaccine and I die, then I die. Literally. Now I've only had the first shot, and who knows what's going to happen with the second shot, but I believe I was given a day. And I have to put my faith and my trust in my higher power, or God, which is my higher power. And that's what love is. No, I mean, it's a very controversial subject. I mean, people are being like, well, I'm not going to put that into my body. I have no idea what you're doing. I mean, think about it. Some people are like, you know, the government's been trying to push pills on us for years, and now we've got an opioid problem. You know what I mean? But some people just, everybody looks at it differently. This is a decision about you and your body. And if it doesn't agree with you and your body, then you have a right to not take the vaccine. You can sign a waiver and give your reasons for why you're not taking it. Oh, me thinking about my kids? Oh, if I just, to be a woman, see, a woman, when they have kids, not all of them, but the ones that I know, they're like mama bears. Like, there's some people out there who will not take the vaccine, and they will make sure that their kids don't take the vaccine. Then there's, and these are just examples, people, okay? That I'm saying, based on my opinion. And then there's other moms where, let's say you're going across a pond and there's an alligator, it's alligator infested and eels. Are you going to send your kids to go through that pond first? And that's your only way to get from one end to the other? And there's no bridge, there's no way to cross, but you have to get across? Are you going to make your kids go first? Or are you, the mom, you're going to go first, holding on to your kids, trucking, going first? We're given a day. The day we're born, we're given a day. We don't know what it is. We're given a day. When we're born, we're given a purpose. And we try every day to figure out what that purpose is. I'm not going to lie. There are times when I feel in fear. Like, especially with my kids going off out into the world. I'm hoping that I train them well. You know? To make the right judgment, to be safe. But I can tell you, there's a lot of people out there who don't put their kids first. There's a lot of people out there who have, I want to say, selfish needs and can't see what's right in front of them. You know, sometimes I get annoyed with the whole anxiety, depression, excuses kind of shit. And it's like, man, I hurt every day. I got depression, I got anxiety, I got all kinds of medical problems, but I still get up every day and I go after my dreams. We don't know when it is. If we did, we would live in fear. Take each day as one, and when that one day comes, it comes. I mean, think about this, guys. Our parents grew up with no cell phones, running around, walking to school, came home when the street lights went out. Our kids grew up differently. I'm a badass ever since the day you met me. Oh, honey, you don't have to be like me. You could be, I love you. You're a badass too. Oh, your first group interview when I was there. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time. But overall, when I make decisions that are best for me, my family, and those around me. I grew up knowing that everything that I did could affect other people. It's almost like that ripple effect. So, how do you get out of that? I don't know. I don't know how you get out of that. You know, we're all learning. I mean, you guys know that. We know people that are in their 80s, they're still learning. It's just how you feel about yourself. And the problem is there's a lot of people out there who don't feel good about themselves. And you wonder why that is, and you want to help them love themselves, but you can't help them love themselves. It's like, you know, yes, you're right. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's right. You're absolutely right. Learning every day. You know what I get nervous of? My grandmother had Alzheimer's. And a lot of times I feel as though I might have that from my family, but my sister's like, you're just doing too much at once, and so you need to slow down, you know? But, yeah, like, and then I look at it, like, my grandmother, she was an alcoholic, so she used to wear these high heels, too. They were my favorite high heels, and she would let us wear them all the time. And I don't know exactly what happened because I wasn't there, but her Cuban boyfriend supposedly pushed her down the cement stairs. And so she, you know, split her head open, got a concussion, and got amnesia from there, went into Alzheimer's. But I don't know if that's the true story or if she had Alzheimer's from her alcoholism. You know what I mean? Like, you know, drinking Scope, drinking perfume, drinking Listerine, drinking whatever she could find. But I loved her to death. I loved her to death. Your great-grandmother had it. You're scared of that too. I mean, if we make it that old, it's either we're going to lose our mind and not our body, or the opposite. We'll lose our body and not our mind. Again, we're all given a day the day we're born. It's what we do with that time. Oh my God, I totally feel like you guys learned so much about me. So much about me. And believe me, I don't love myself every single day. There's things about myself that I don't love. There's things that I wish I could improve upon. We decide it. We decide what, James? Drinking my loyals. What to do with the time in between. See, the day we're born, the day we die, right? We have 2 times. It's on our stones or whatever. The time in between, Jamie, that you're talking about, that gap, we're building that bridge. That's our bridge. Honey, I hope I really helped you. I know you've said you had this real controversial topic and it was bothering you. First of all, don't do anything that you don't feel right in doing. So, which leads me to, if I'm in a situation, okay, let me figure out how I'm going to say it, right? I don't do something unless I want to. That's number 1. There are people out there who will agree to do something, and then after it happens, they feel remorseful and they feel guilty about it. And then they turn around and say, how could you do that to me? Right? Which is why they tend to say, don't make decisions when you're emotional, have been drinking. Then there's, other situations where people are just out for themselves. They know what they're doing. They know what they're getting into. But they have a different agenda. I was going to say, is there a saying, careful of the company you keep? Like in Three's Company? I've been watching that show like crazy. Crazy. I don't know if I'm Janet or Chrissy. Maybe I'm Jack Stripper. Yeah, so I hope I helped you. I've kind of felt like I didn't know really how to answer the question, but yeah, I know. I love that show too. I watch all the old shows. Man. If you're a good person, you do what you believe is right in your heart, then, maybe that's another question. Maybe people don't realize what is right. But you can feel it in your heart. Literally, you can feel it in your heart. You have gut feelings. So, I don't know. Maybe we don't listen to our intuition. Maybe when we're messed up and drunk and all that stuff, we don't really listen to our intuition. It's always... you want to know what's weird, Ashley and Jamie? I'll probably rewatch this after we're done today. But then I'll think more about it, because a lot of people have been asking me the question, and I have been, since they said the word vaccine, I've been thinking about it and preparing myself for it. If we look at history, it's coming down to mandatory. So what do you do in that case? You know what I mean? Are you off the grid or are you on the grid? But you can prepare yourself for when the time comes. And then you put it in God's hands and said, It's my time, it's my time. It's in your hands. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Valentine's Day Undecided Sip and Think. I'm happy to sip and think a little bit longer while I have this, the rest of my Loyals in my Elevate Bar and Cycle wine glass. My poor sister, she's been trying to get me to walk, but I try to tell her that I walk a lot at work. I just don't have my Fitbit on, so I don't know how much I'm doing. I'm supposed to do a mile a day. But she's like, well, you need to post pictures. And I'm like, no, I can't post the pictures. You know what I mean? And then my legs and feet are killing me walking all day long. But being able to walk is a blessing. It's just all in how you look at it. Like, which lens are you looking at it from? Any other questions? Any other questions? I can go back to my tea. Your feet, do they feel swollen? Yeah. Sometimes when I get home, my feet are swollen too. Like from my ankles down because I've been on them so long. You're going to bed. You have to celebrate Valentine's Day at work. What's the next topic? So the next topic, what did I come up with? Hold on, it's on February 25th. Regroup. That's my next topic. Regroup. We need to regroup ourselves. Remember, we had Mercury retrograde, which honestly was just kind of trying to get some old stuff out in the open and so we can work on it and make things better. So even though 2020 ended on December 31st, 2020 at midnight to go into January 1st, 2021, we still had remnants of everything that had happened, almost like post-traumatic stress disorder here. And we're still kind of like taking care of the tail end of 2020 so that we can regroup and bring ourselves forward towards a new cycle in life. Yeah. So that's what regroup is going to be about on the 25th at 8 p.m. Let me tell you my quote. So my quote for tonight is, love is just a word until someone comes along and gives it meaning. Pelo Colo. I thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I loved your question, Ashley. Thank you for contributing, Jamie. Good luck for Valentine's Day. Can't wait to see the pictures. Mwah. Love you.